All right, shalom, shalom. First things first, I want to give all honor and praise unto Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Makar Dash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Bashim Makar Dash. We give double honors to the apostle elders, which the apostle elders, a great millstone, which is fed us through wisdom, knowledge, and understanding through the spirit and power of Yah, Bashim Yahushai. To the hopeful elect on the four corners of the planet Earth, confusion of face, which you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, however you may look, to the line of your father. We're in the time of the end, 2021, which is hastening the coming of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, which we see things are happening lightning fast. From we already know about the things that are taking place right now, or for the salvation of the hopeful elect, and these are to try those that didn't listen to the word of the Lord in the past, man. All right, in their past life and this life. But a lot of these, you got some of Jake's, they got to pay for the blood of the Lord. You got Jake's, they got to pay for the blood of the prophets. So they're all coming back in this time to pay that ante up, to pay that ticket. But once they pay that ticket, the Lord will, that'll square up the deal, and they go ahead and come on back as babies in the kingdom. Okay, but this lesson is just going to be mainly touching on blessed to be hated, or it's an honor to be hated. Okay, because what's getting ready to happen, they're going to fully try to demonize this truth, or try to make it, which I don't know how you can demonize those that, the same Bible they hold in high regards. They just hold it. They don't hold it in high regards. It's funny how you can say that we're a hate group or this or that, but that same Bible is the same Bible you used to whip us in the field. The same Bible you used against us to enslave our minds and to make us good slaves unto you, and to push that narrative of justifying how you put us in the field by rape, robbing, murder, and doing the things that you did. But then we use that same Bible and tell you the truth of it, and that truth condemns you. All right, we're not making nothing up to try to, make you feel bad, or you gonna get your just, or this is payback. No, we have been given the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and it's revealed to us who you are in the scriptures and what is your judgment. The future judgment of the Edomites and those that touch the apple of the Lord's eye is you're going to go into bondage. And then you're going to pay back with anything. If you do anything, what does it say? For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So just because the Lord is long suffering, Esau and his descendants think that he can, they can skate. But it's not the fact that you skating, it's the fact of prophecy. Prophecy was set in motion when you started ruling. That was your downfall when you came into power. All right, that was the start of your end, man. Okay, your ultimate end, that 1,000-year end. After that 1,000 years is paid back in full, then the Lord is he's gonna put more judgment on you, man. Because the things that have been done to the planet Earth are unspeakable. To men are unspeakable. Certain things that we have to be changed to even fathom and understand the wickedness that Esau has actually done on the planet Earth. All right, so let's jump into this precepts. I just got precepts. I didn't have no article or anything like that. I mean, there's an article that did come out, but I'm gonna let that article, do its thing first. And Lord willing, if He wants it to be brought out, then definitely, I'm sure some of the men will definitely bring it out once that time is right. But what's happening? Esau's demonizing this truth, which they're not demonizing us. They're demonizing the Lord. They're not trying to take us out. They're trying to take the Lord out. That's why it says they're going to try to fight Yahushua just like they're going to try to fight us, man. They're going to try to come at us like they're going to come at the Lord, but the Lord's going to raise up a standard. Just like when the Lord in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, that's how he raised up a standard against the armies of Esau and the nations. They came at him like a flood, and he dealt with them, man. He said he neither lifted weapon of war, only that it was a blast of fire out of his mouth, man. And all that, man, it's going to be terrible. But they hate us because they hate who sent us. That's why Esau showed he hates the Bible. He does everything against it, from the mold law to anything that is wholesome in the scriptures that Esau can't so-called use for his means. He throws it out. That's why you can't go into the court of law and try to defend your beliefs by this way of the scriptures. You're not going to be able to do that. They got their own law books. They got their own Bible, okay? Their own collection of books. All right. If you walk in the landmass free today, you're following thousands of laws, thousands, man. And it's switched per county, per state. So there's more than that, man. That's why, hey, our laws is the Lord's yoke is easy, man. That's why you take it upon him, because this man is unjust, man. All right, this is John 15, very well known scripture, but it's hidden now more than ever, because now we see what's taking place with these other nations, and Esau, and by way of his elites and his media, is painting us out. I'm sure there's bad bunches and everything. Just like if they want to talk about us, then we should say all Americans should be hemmed up, because did not Americans siege the White House? So does that speak for every single so-called a down south Trump representative or white American that they fled? So if one group floods the White House, should we now in turn and demonize all of the so-called nation? Esau's not doing that, but he's doing the same thing to us. A few bad apples do things, or set up apples. I'll say that. A few set up apples do certain things. Now all of us are off. But what you can't deal with the doctrine though. No matter what somebody does out of there, there's examples in the scriptures where men went off. Okay, that didn't make the words of the Lord any less powerful or any less true, because those men went off. All right, that it doesn't go like that, man. So you can't try to tie us into us being this or what somebody else did. Somebody else's action, that's somebody else's action. Okay, we don't even know if they were fully in this thing all the way. They could have been halfway stepping, and then they just decided to put that on. But long story short is that you can't blame the whole bunch because of a few bad apples. That's what they're gonna try to do, but it's not gonna work, man. You know, you do what you must, but the Lord's gonna do what He must. You push the Lord's hand, He's gonna push back at you, because you thought that He was all together, one as thyself, man. The Lord ain't rocking with you. The Lord ain't rocking with you, E. He's only rocking with you so He can fulfill the words that He set out. That's why it says His words do not go out void, man. They accomplish that which He said that is going to accomplish. So He said that you're going to come at us. You're going to try to demonize us. You're going to try to, because you know that the Lord is dealing with the men, especially the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. The Lord is shown a stamp and seal on these men by way of chariots, breakdowns, understanding, integrity, mental fortitude. Look that word up. But that's what was happening now. Just like the Babylonians, Nebuchadnezzar, great kings would always look for answers in their kingdom, and 9 out of 10 times, 10 out of 10 times, they would find the answer by way of an Israelite, or the truth of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, which was brought to them by an Israelite, okay, or broke down to them by an Israelite. This is John 15 and verse 18. Let's see here. Let's start at 18. It says, if the world hates you, and the world does hate us. All right, and let's look up what that word world is. We are hated by many worlds, but let's see what this world is speaking about directly. Okay. All right, cosmos. Yep, look. See, a collection of stars. We're hated because that goes into the precept of what? That goes into what Matthew 23 and 37. I got that on the list too. But let's read it again. It says what? If the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. Just like who took the Lord to the Romans? His own people. By way of the Sadducees and the Pharisees. All right? And the Sadducees and the Pharisees were the religious, the more of the test, the Bible to the law, to the T type. And then the Sadducees were more like the higher, ritzy kind of people of Israel, you know, the ones that had a little money and ties with the Romans and business and commerce. Those were the Sadducees. So when the Sadducees got on the scene or got into the mix of Yahushua and the Pharisees, then it got to the point where it escalated to the Romans, you know, because the Pharisees was bringing charges up on Yahushua. All right, that's why they sent witnesses, because they couldn't take his life without having to go by Rome's law. Okay, that's why these guys now, they call us this, they call us that, they talk about us, and all we talk about these guys, we talk about them in love, man. You know, it's love. We don't want to see you go off, man. We don't want to see you go off, but that's the nature of the game we play, man. I says if the world hate you in a cosmos sense, all right, ye know that it hated me before it hated you, and our people do hate us, all right. It says it hate him that rebuketh in the gate. They want sweet things. They want turtle doves and hugs and candy. It ain't like that, man. We ain't weirdo E. We don't lure you in with sweets and then give you death, man. All right, we don't do that. We give you the bitter up front. Take it or leave it. But there's sweetness that comes with that bitter, man, which is a help, man. It says, if ye were of the world, all right, if we were of the 2/3, if you want to say that, if we were of the so-called other nation, they would love us. Just like they loved the Pharisees, the Sadducees and Pharisees, which they were not, that was just an office in Israel. That was a position in Israel. Okay, you can hate the store, but the manager of the store, or the manager position of that store, is to look over there. So, but if the manager is doing a horrible job, the burgers or the food that they selling could be still good, but the management is off, man. Okay, the management was off. That's why Yahushua said, you are of your father the devil, because they were tainted, man. They were tainted. They drank of the juice. They were gone off the sauce. There was lost in it, man, and they lost track of of the true power of their nation. They started leaning on Esau more than they leaned on Yahweh Shem Yahshua. They started leaning on these other nations more, trusted in them more, because they didn't feel that they could be without them. Once you've been beaten and you've been that beaten dog, it's hard for you to bite again. So they lost their. That's why it says, you an old lion. Judah's a lion, crouching down, man. An old lion. That means you ain't even, you the prey running by you and you just batting your hands at it because you've grown soft, if you want to say it like that. It says, if ye were of the world would love you. The world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world. See, we didn't choose this. We didn't have when we came out of our mother's womb, the Lord allotted us to push his word, man. He set aside a piece for himself. All right. And that piece was the elect, the 144,000 and the 1/3. Those was his choice. His choice, you know, just like if you go to a buffet, you pick your favorite meal. You might not be wanting to eat everything in the buffet, but you got that one favorite, man. So that's what the Lord has done. He's picked his favorite meal, which are you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He chose us out of this world. He made us holy. He made us separate. But what did we do? We went against his words and his statutes to try to become like the other nations. That's not what he made us to be. That's like a lion running amongst hyenas, man. It don't add up. Try to see it. They're mortal enemies, man. Look. Let me see if I can, if there's, dang. Look at that. Oh, got him. They don't run with each other, man. Look at that, biting the lion, man. They don't run with each other, man. That's nature. Nature's showing you that. But then you want everybody to mix. No, man. The nature world shows you they do not go their head up, man. All right. Jacob and Esau. It could be a symbolic right there. We're the lion, man. They don't run with each other. Look. See, you got the lion all bit up, you know, and they standing, you know, Confederate against Judah. Yo, but the point of what I'm trying to make is, you don't see a lion running with hyenas, man. It's not a good look. It doesn't add up. It doesn't fit. So that's what the Lord has made us. He made us lions, but we want to run among gazelles and hyenas and other nations and chill with them. No, hang with your own, man. And this is how Jake looking right here. This is a spiritual picture, man, because he's gnawed on Jake. He has beaten Jake down. He is he's injured Jake. You see, the lion looked messed up, and them hyenas, man, they're confederate against Judah, man. But what's going to happen? The Lord's going to turn this lion into a sharp threshing instrument. All right, so that's what's getting ready to be set up on the planet Earth. That's why this demonization is being escalated to the point where he has to do something, man. And that's the blessing, because the Lord said he's going to do it. He's going to make him do it so he can show his power. Just like he made Pharaoh leave Egypt with his chariots and gold and come after us. You know, why? Because the Lord put him that way. So just like he did to Pharaoh, he's going to do it again so he can drown him in the sea. But this time it's going to be fire. He ain't going to drown him in the sea no more. He's going to put him in a sea of fire. That's how he's going to do it, man. He's going to burn this man. And he's going to cleanse the earth too. That's the Apostle Gabar always goes into that. All right, he goes into the fire is a cleansing agent. So what's going to happen is that this fire is going to come on the earth. It's going to take the wicked out of the way. If you read, what is that, Zechariah? This shall be the plague wherein the Lord shall fight against, smite those that fight against Jerusalem. It says their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. That's man's power, man. Power. No, nothing on the earth can deal with that, man. All right, you can't deal, and then watch what the chariots do. They said there's still bones left. The chariot said it's gonna beat to powder, man. You might have little remnants of people after the so-called missiles hit, but hey, the angels. Watch what they do. The damage they gonna put in is catastrophic, man. And you got to look in the time of Sodom and Gomorrah. A chariot did that, man. That's why the angels told Lot, said, leave, don't even stop at the plane. They're going to get that too. The angels weren't playing around, man. They came down there and they had to run. They didn't have to run. They didn't fear. But they try to take advantage of angels. The angels already knew what time it was. So what do you think happening now? The angels know what time it is. That Babylon must be judged. And they ain't going to drop no tears because they come and they weigh the matter. And it's deeply been weighted by us, where it says by 2 or 3 witnesses, man. And you see the 2 witnesses. If you read, it says what? 2 witnesses. So the witnesses against you, Esau, is what? Northern and southern, which are prophesying against you, man, and telling you that you are under judgment for the things you've done on the planet Earth. All your crimes, the Lord gave us by the Spirit, and then He told us to reiterate it to you. So we're glorified. We're machines for the Lord, if you want to say that. We're sentinels, man. Okay, we've been programmed to come down here and to prophesy against you, and then the Lord's going to bring the words to pass, because words are energy. It's vibration, man. So that's the Lord putting that power on us, because this word is power. It's the comforter. That's why the Lord said, I will send the comforter to you. He's going to send that. And we have the comforter. The comforter is not, we already know. He ain't here with us no more. He knows who he is now, or he's been known, but he's in his right state of mind. But now what are we in now? We're in a time where Esau is being revealed, and this demonization is coming and being rose up. John 15:19, it says, if ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. So that's the same thing that happened back then, the same thing happened today, but we'd rather be persecuted for righteousness' sake. All right, because some of these camps, they're going to be persecuted for their pride, man. They're not going to be in there, and they're going to try to say, oh, we under the Lord dealing with us. No, you just getting persecuted, man. Because they'll try to make the excuse of why they're getting jacked up, because, we going through. No, man, some Some of you guys are paying for your scoffing. You're reluctant to come under the guidance of the apostles and elders. You know, and the apostles and elders will tell you, man, they have to make answer. We all have to make answer. Our leaders have to. A leader has to make answer, man. Because it says they watch over your souls, man. And they even watching over the other camps, even if they don't want it or not. They still watching over their souls by correcting them. It says this book is for correction, reproof, rebuke. The Lord rebuked and reproved us. He fixed us and by way of the curses. He put it on us, man. The curses let us know that we are the chosen of Yahweh. And if he promised the curses would fall upon us, then the blessings should do the same. And why do I say that? Because Yahweh Shai has paid the tithe, man. So now we're coming to the time of the new contract, the new covenant, which is going to be re-signed by you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the elect first. Then then all the other tribes is going to come in by the way of the seed of the elect, which they're going to be under that inheritance. That's how they're going to receive that spiritual power once they come out as a baby, because the mother and father have spiritual power. So they'll inherit that, man. They'll inherit that blessing that the elect receives from this deliverance and the changing of their bodies, man. Okay? It's perfect. It says, but all these things they will do to you for my name's sake. Salaki, it says, remember that I said unto you, remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. It says, if they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept, it says, if they have kept my sayings, they will keep yours also. See that? So if we kept Yahushua saying in back then we're gonna keep it now. That's why it says the sheep knoweth my voice and they follow me. So if we keep the Lord's sayings, we gonna keep. That's how the apostles and elders are able to do that, because that's Yahushua's sayings. That's Yahushua's words that we kept in the ancient world, but we come back now and we keep it by way of the apostles and elders, which they're being used by way of the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh, man. Okay, the Ruach HaKodesh is feeding these men to feed us the words of the Lord. So we are keeping the sayings which we had to have kept in the past life. All right, that's why it says the subject of the spirit of the prophet is subject unto the prophet. Okay, so we come and we kept the Lord's words back then, so we're gonna come back again and we're gonna keep the words Lord's again, the words Lord's, the word of the Lord again. It's not hard, man. That's why it's shut up in your bones. You don't have a choice. You've been keeping this generations. You've been keeping this lifetimes, man. You know, it's sweet, bitter, then back to sweet, 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 bitter, bitter. You know, who knows how long we've walked with this truth, but this is the culmination of it. This last deliverance is going to make us perfect, and we're not going to have to go through a downtime no more. Only downtime you have is when you lay down, you know, and that's going to be a beautiful thing, because we're going to lay down and nothing's going to make us afraid, man. All right, we're going to sing on our beds for joy and for the mercies of Yahweh Shem Yahshua that he's given to us and our seed. All right, this is 2 Timothy. These first precepts kept it going, man. This is 2 Timothy 3 and verse 12. It says, yea, and all that will live godly in Mashiach Yahushai shall suffer persecution. See, if you live godly, you're going to suffer it. That's why Esau's doing what he's doing. It says, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. That's why he's doing what he's doing. He's going wild on the wickedness. He's taking wickedness to a whole new horizon. A whole new horizon. Because it ain't going to go there no more. Once the Lord establishes righteousness on the earth, that's it. No more wickedness. It's out of here. Wicked shall be expelled, man. And go on, you nations. You do some wickedness, you're going to be judged by it. This is Isaiah 59 and verse 15. It reads, yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. So that's what happens when you step yourself out and you try to make yourself right. But stay in the world, though. See how many people say something to you, man. Oh, you'll be all right. He's just going through some tough times. The world don't love you, man. The world loves to see you in a rut, especially these days with the pride on people. People love to see people suffer, man. It's sickening. So instead of you could be in the world, but and now they want to look at you. Oh yeah, he'll be alright. Pookie out here been smoking crack 12 years. Nobody helping him. He'll be alright. He'll snap out of it. But let him get his stuff together and get back right. He think he better than somebody. He think he better than somebody. That's the wickedness of this place, man. You can't do damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's the same thing Yahushua said. It says what? John neither came eating nor drinking, and they say, whoa, a man has devil, spirits. He off. John think he righteous. He fasting, he ain't eating, man. He get locusts, man. He got his spirits. He ain't right. Here come Yahushua, though, eating and drinking. Look at this guy. He gluttonous. Wine bibber. Man, this guy can't be the Messiah. Look at him. So you can't please these people, man. That's why it says, lean not on your own understanding, because your own understanding is bugged out. Your mind don't know what's going on. Your spirit knows what's happening, man. Your spirit's driving the car. Put your car on cruise control and let it go down the street and see if it turns a corner by itself. It doesn't do that. Why? Because it needs a motorist. Okay, it needs somebody to control it. The body is the same way. It's a willful thing. It just wants to go here, there, yeah, do this, do that. But that's why the car, if you're in a car, what happens if you're on a hill? You got to hit a brake. The car don't know nothing. The car keep going if the brakes don't hit. Regardless if it'll be okay or not. It won't hit the brakes. The car just go down the hill. Whee! That's the flesh. The flesh will just go into wickedness. Whee! No brakes. Who hits the brakes? Your spirit hits the brakes. They call it a conscience. Your spirit is what's driving this vehicle, man. All right, and this vehicle is very stubborn and it's wild and it's uncontrollable sometimes. All right, it's got a power steering. It's got a very big engine. Sometimes you might hit the gas too much, But this vehicle is not for you to be following. You're supposed to drive it, man. All right, we're supposed to drive it to the best of our abilities. That's why we follow the laws the same to the best of our abilities. But if it's your mind and your flesh, you'll break the law, man. Because the body is against the spirit. They fight one against another, man. Okay? It says, yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. And he's going to put judgment on the earth. He's going to put it here. He's going to put it right smack dab on planet Earth, starting with a big bang. And I'm not talking Sheldon and that madness. The big bang. He's going to use a big bang. And he's going to show that, look, I'm the power. He's going to pull up and he's going to have his son come down here and do work. He's going to come down here and show people what's out there in the universe. The universe is coming to you. That's why the Lord said, I should not meet thee as a man. I should meet you as a force. Cleanup crew. Moppers. That's why it says, Revelations, it says, the angel yelled to him that sat upon the throne, thrust in thy sickle and reap. He coming to reap the earth, man. It's ready, man. The harvest is almost here. We're coming to the time of harvest, man. Where he's gonna reap the planet Earth. It says a sharp sickle. I'm gonna end with that. It says, let me get this. Is Matthew 23 and 37. O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou that killest the prophets and stone them that were sent unto thee. See? That's why it says you make yourself a prey, man. Especially to your own people. Your people, man, this guy trying to tell us what to do, man. He ain't love. It's like what Miriam do. He spoke up against Moses, and Moses was humble, man, lowly. So in this truth, and especially with our people, they don't care, man. That's why you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to just hold on to the truth. The Lord give you something, hey man, use that to the best of your ability. That's our in Corinthians, where it says gifts, diverse gifts. All of us have something to contribute. You just have to find what you have, man. All right, the Lord made us all in the man. The Lord, what it say? The Lord, what's the saying? The Lord got big arms, man. He can hug us all. He can hug us all, man. There's not gonna be nobody lacking out. Like you gotta wait for your turn to get the hug. No, man. Just you got to figure out what he wants. You know, it's what he wants. It's not what we want. What we want is we're in flesh. We don't know what we want. We you don't see good. You don't see like you're supposed to. You don't smell like you're supposed to. You're in chains. That's why the Lord called these bodies chains of darkness, man. That's why he's going to free us from these chains. He's not just going to free us from Esau. He's going to free us from this body, man. He's going to free us from the enemy that is within. That's a sit down, the enemy within, you know. But I'm in with this scripture because I feel like it's much needed. We come into that harvest. That's another. Let me write these down. I'm gonna make it a point to write. When I say that, I'm gonna try to make it a point to write it, the title down, and then I'll get it later. You know, because titles just come on, through lesson, and then we come into the time of harvest, and the Lord gonna get His choice fruits. He gonna eat of His fruits. He gonna eat of His fruits. He deserves it, man. He's been tilling the garden. He's been watering it. That's us, man. We've been, bringing forth fruit. We've been budding. We got strong stocks. We got trees that are bringing forth mighty stocks and mighty fruits. And the Lord's ready, man. He's ready to eat of that. That's His garden. That's the Lord's God. That's the Lord's garden. So He's gonna eat of it. That's what He's coming for. He's coming to reap the elect. The elect is His fruit. All right. That's why the Lord said He wants usury. That's why He gave it to us. Go out there in the marketplace, in the Agora, and bring some more fruit. That's what the Lord wants. He wants to eat good when He come back. He gonna have 144,000 and 1/3 on His plate. That's the Lord's portion. He gonna eat. This is Revelations 14 and verse 15. Beautiful precept. It's Revelations 14 and verse 15, and it reads. It says, and another angel came out of the temple, crying with the angel. Man, you can almost see it. It says, another angel came out of the temple. So that shows you there's a temple in heaven and there's a temple on earth. Okay? Crying with a loud voice to Him that sat on the cloud. Thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. That's the angels monitoring the angels are the husbandmen. The angels are the caretakers of the garden. The workers. That's why it says you don't I'll get it. I'll get the precept. I'll get the precept. I just typed it in. Oh, sorry. So the angels, they're laborers in the field too. Just like we're laborers out there and we're, helping out. But the angels are the real, that's why this angel said that. Because this ties that in. This is Matthew 13 and 30. And it says, let both grow together until the harvest. And in the time of the harvest, see, that's what we were said in Revelation. Let's read that one more time. All right, let's back in Revelation. Revelations 14 and 15. It says, and another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to Him that sat on the cloud. Dust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap. For the time, it says, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. See? Now let's read back in Matthew one more time. Matthew 13 and 30. It says, let both grow together until the harvest. And in the time of the harvest, I will say to the reapers, gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. What's the barn? What's the barn? The first and foremost barn is the chariots. That's why it says, hide thyself in thy chamber. As it be for a moment to the indignation past. All right, then we're going to go to the real barn, which is Israel, which is the homeland. The Lord is going to put us in. That's where you store your land or your farm or your garden. Okay, the Garden of Eden. We're going back to the Lord's barn, man. We're going to be there. He's going to eat of us, just like you make wheat. What do you use for wheat? Bread, man. Bread and things to eat. Nourish yourself. The Lord will nourish Himself with us, man. That's another one. The Lord shall nourish Himself with his people, man. It's gonna be utter peace, man. Utter just things we ain't even witnessed before. He's gonna eat of us, man. And that's what we hope to be, man. Hope to be good, tasty fruit. Hope to be ripe and ready, man. And make sure we're good to the tasting for Yahweh Shai. That's what we hope. In a sweet savor, just like our prayers are odors for the angels. Hopefully when he finds us worthy to pick. In the garden, you can tell that fruit. That's good fruit. That look good, it's hanging right, got a gloss to it. And you be like, man, I know that's good. You eat it, juices in it. It's very healthy. That's what the Lord wants to get. He wants to get that good fruit. He's a king. At the end of the day, he's the king. All right. So Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm gonna stop it here. I hope that this was a very, like I said, this is the edifying lesson, man. I hope every lesson that brothers do become very edifying to feed the lambs of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, man, and to get you ripe and fat for the time of harvest. And to keep you. That's why it says him that abideth in the vine. All right, we're abiding in Yahweh Shai, man, and he's feeding us and he's nourishing us to the time that he can eat of us, man. Which is gonna be a beautiful time, and we're all gonna smile. We're all gonna look back on these hard times. Lord willing, we be a part of that righteous number, man, and it's gonna be well worth it. Well worth it. Just like they said, every good thing ain't easy. Just like this truth and this wisdom in the kingdom, it ain't easy, but it's gonna be the best. It's gonna be only that's what we were created for, is to go to the kingdom, man. All right, so with that, I'm gonna give all honor and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Karkudash. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Karkudash. Till next time, keep faith, keep fighting, keep pushing. 2021, the year of hastening the coming of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom, Akim. Shalom.